In this episode, Alex Dest joins us to speak about putting heart-centered leadership into practice.
Good afternoon. I'm Lydia Alexandra Dest, CEO of Willow, Investments for Loving Change. 10 years ago, when I started my company, people thought I was a bit idealistic when I said that I wanted to blend spirituality with capitalism. No time in the history that I can remember is the importance of bringing the two together more important than this moment. Not recognizing our interconnectivity is what I think led to a problem that we have in our society today. So I just want to talk a little bit about history. I've been an institutional portfolio manager for 33 years, and over that time period, I have witnessed several bailouts, 3 in particular, which have created significant imbalances in the economy. Over those 3 time periods, 2001, 2007, and this current time period, I've been witnessing a couple trends. And the most important trend that I've witnessed is the big getting bigger. Now, why is this a problem? Well, this is a problem because the bigger the institutions get, the more power they wield, and the more power they have over policies that actually continue to favor these big businesses. In the long run, what this has created was something that I felt stirring for 33 years, is that those who have, and those who don't, it's getting worse. At the end of the day, what I've noticed is profits for the sake of profits continue. And it's enriching a certain class of people, but not the whole. Now, this doesn't sit well with me because in the long run, we need each other to survive. And no time like the present for this coronavirus and what's happening today around the globe can you see the importance of our connectivity and our need for each other. So let's talk a little bit about the coronavirus and what I think is an opportunity today. If you look at what's happening in the economy, small businesses have been hurt through this process, and we don't know whether they're going to come back strong. What we do know is the larger companies are getting larger in this situation. They're able to function through mail and through other avenues. They're able to stay open. So coming out of this, one of the things that we can say is you, we, me, you, we have the power to create a change here, a change that I haven't witnessed in 33 years. And that power comes from how we vote with our wallets and how we invest our money. So, question is, as we come out of this virus in this situation, how are you going to spend your money to keep these small businesses? Or are we going to decide to have the larger businesses become even larger, thus creating even more imbalance in the markets? So this is our great opportunity, I think, to create great change or lose our power. I want great change. I want equality for all beings. I don't see profits and equality being mutually exclusive. One of the things that I know is that companies back, I want to say 8 years ago, have now the same constitutional rights as human beings. So in other words, we're saying that institutions now are like people. So I have a question for you leaders. Do you make your decisions and say it's a business decision and it's not personal? Because I believe it's personal. Because you make up the company. You have a pulse. You have a heartbeat. You breathe air. You are alive. And without you, that company doesn't exist. So when you say it's business and not personal, I challenge you. And there was a time where I would say it was a business decision. But in truth, it wasn't. I made that decision. And so over time, I said, the only thing that could make us come out of this inequality is what I considered heart-centered leadership. I saw myself leading in a way that wasn't congruent with my truth. And it left me very unsatisfied because I knew I could no longer keep this loving being separate from all of the choices that I was making in business. Heart-centered leadership comes with a lot of work and discipline, but I really believe the only way out of this now is for us to turn ourselves inside out, for us to look at those pieces of ourselves as leaders that's not having us act in a way that's, number one, congruent with our own true beliefs, but for the better good of all of society. So I am challenging you to this. Start to look inward as a leader, to find the ways that you're making decisions. And remember this, what you decide comes back to you like a boomerang. The choice you make not only affects you, affects the whole, but affects every single person you come into reach with. So I challenge you to start turning yourself inside out, start to look at yourself and see if the way you're leading really is true to who you are, and if you would make those decisions for the ones you love.